Hi, my name is Gerald. I'm 28 years old and I am ready to settle, but the problem is I have always had trouble finding the right girl. I am the youngest CEO in my company. When girls found out that I am rich, they would pretend to like me, and I was a fool for thinking that it was true love. My friends have always been looking out for me. They would scare the girls away by telling them that I was a serial killer or a psychopath. In the end, I would end up alone. I live a luxurious life and I wish I had someone to share it with. To overcome this problem, my friends came up with a plan. They asked me to pretend to be an employee at my company and not the boss. They told me to live my life as an average man and to find love this way. I thought it sounded simple, but it was not. I left my home, my car, and everything behind to live in a rented apartment and to travel by bus. It was hard at first, but I got used to living there. I actually grew fond of the simple life. When you come from money, automatically, you are surrounded with a lot of drama. This was nice. Nobody knew where I was and I was handling all of my work from home. A month went by and I had no luck in meeting someone. I was having doubts about the plan until I met Angelina. I was having coffee at the coffee house, reading my favorite books, nothing wonderful, when I was interrupted by a really sweet voice. It was the waitress. She had deep blue eyes and was very pretty.
I didn't know that men liked love stories too.
I told her that it was my favorite genre. She asked me what other books I liked, and as I was about to answer her, the manager called her back.
Maybe we can talk about it later?
How about we talk about it when you are done with your shift? She smiled and told me that she gets free at 9 p.m. and that is how we started dating. I had never met anyone like her. She had her own dreams, opinions, and her life, and she wasn't just saying things that she thought I would want to hear. I fell for her really quickly. We had been dating for almost 4 months now. She was such a kind soul. She had asked me about my job and I hated that I had to lie to her about it. I had told her that I was a content writer at my company and she said that she heard really bad things about the boss. I was shocked and wanted to know more. She told me that her ex-boyfriend worked there and he said that the boss was a snob and didn't really care about anyone. I was sad to hear that about myself. I didn't know that's how people felt about me. The next day, I asked my assistants to ask the employees to fill an anonymous survey about the things they would like to change in the office and the problems they faced with their bosses. When the results came back, I didn't realize that so many people had an issue with my attitude. I never considered myself rude. People actually wrote certain instances. I knew what I had to do. I started working on myself. I wanted to be perfect for Angelina. Another 2 months went by and things were not only great with Angelina but were also good at the company. We made a lot of changes there and our employees were happier. Now I knew it was time to tell Angelina the truth. I wanted to propose to her as me now and I had a perfect plan for it. I told her I won 2 tickets to Dubai from the office and would like to take her there for New Year's Eve. She was very excited. On New Year's Eve, I took her to one of the restaurants I rented there so that she could have the full view of Burj Khalifa. She was surprised. She asked me how this ideal location was empty on the eve of New Year. I just smiled and took her in. I took her to the balcony, where our table was set. There were flowers everywhere and the candles were lit. We still had 10 minutes before the fireworks would start. I told her who I was. She was so confused. It was a lot for her to take in. I told her everything and why I did what I did and how she made me the man I am today. She didn't look happy about it. I told her that I never lied to her about anything, except my job and where I came from. She still was trying to understand everything when I realized that the fireworks were about to start. I got down on one knee and told her that my New Year's resolution was to keep her happy for life if she agreed to marry me. She took a very long pause, which seemed like forever, and then smiled and said yes. She made me the happiest man in the world. We held hands and enjoyed the fireworks show together. This was exactly how I wanted to start my new year.